Namaskaram. Last year, some of the team member we went to one nearby stream and we started like swimming in it. Initially, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought there's not so much water, because somewhere I need water to play around, because without the water present in the water body, like how do you enjoy it? So that is why I always seek there must be a little bit water and a little bit of depth, because without the depth you cannot swim. Like knee height water is not good at all. I don't like this kind of water bodies. So it was a good point. So I enjoyed a lot during that time. But this year I was expecting that similar thing could happen, but my department got changed. I was in different department and I couldn't ask for the same thing again. So unfortunately it didn't happen that way. But one day I was in the office, like around 10, 11, 12, I don't remember exactly the time. We were 3-4 people together talking about some other aspect of the department, and then eventually this topic came up that can we go to a nearby stream, there is a stream nearby and something like that. So one akka had her birthday, then we planned that yes, we can go. Now suddenly the problem happened. The bike we were counting, suddenly somebody put a message in the group that this bike is being taken by somebody. Now if that bike was taken, then we did not have enough bikes to go to that place. So somewhere we need to arrange another bike or we need to drop the plan. And when you are planning suddenly something, somehow you make it happen. But when you are planning it from like days on end, somewhere it becomes difficult to make it happen. So then I called one Anna, not called, it was already late night, so I messaged one Anna whom I knew he had a bike during Sadhanapada. So I asked him that, Anna, do you have a bike? Can I take it for tomorrow? We are going a nearby stream. And he fortunately said yes. At one point we planned that we want to go to a stream, and then suddenly it happened that we were not going to the stream because we didn't have a bike. Then the next point again it got confirmed. So now I was happy that yes, we are having a bike. Next morning it happened and I went there. We were planning to go by 8, but that Anna couldn't give the bike by 8, so he was about to give the bike by 9. So it was okay. Still I took that bike and we started moving towards the nearby stream. And during that stream, suddenly I saw a view that I never thought that I would ever see in my life, and this is what I really wanted to see from far. It was 7th hill of Velangiri, and I was really awed because from the road it was quite visible. There were no much big building or skyscraper with which the view was blocked. No, it was clearly visible from the road, and for the entire distance that we traveled from that place, from starting point to the waterfall, I could see the entire view of 7th hill. I don't know why, but it was just enchanting for me. It just captured my eyes, and I just kept watching it throughout the time. And since we are 5 members and we are having 3 bikes, I was the only one person who was having the single bike, and I was going on my own. Then slowly, gradually, somehow we reached to the destination point. From that place we had to keep our bikes separately, and then we had to take tickets. And then from that place there was one bus which was about to take us from one point to around 1 kilometer. We were not allowed to take our bikes inside the jungle because of some reason, maybe because of tribal people who were there, maybe because of wild animals were there. It was through the jungle, so they asked us to come inside the bus. So we went inside the bus. We already bought the tickets, and then finally we reached to a certain place that from where we had to simply trek for certain distance, like 200-300 meters or something like that. And then from there we went to 300 meters, and finally we reached the waterfall. And then that waterfall, what I realized that they have intentionally created certain points that where people can bath. So there's a like lace kind of a stuff, then people can go under it, and then they water just falls on them. It looks good from a certain point, but when I looked at that, my mind got off because I wanted to see one water body where I could swim. And even if there is a water body of a little bit of length, then it doesn't feel good. So somehow I went ahead, and then I realized that there is a little bit of water body which was very small. So still I went down and I started playing over there. Other people who did not come, they were like bathing off upside only under that lace kind of a stuff. but I wanted to swim, so I went ahead and I did swim a little bit. It was the cold water, it was really fun, but since it was very small space, I didn't like it much, but somehow it was fun. And then we took pictures and all, and then we came back. And after coming back, at one point in time, one Anna, he had to come back early because he had some program, so he came back. And then one Akka also, she said that please drop me off because I need to go home next day, so I need to pack and all. So I went to drop her off, and the rest two were remaining. They wanted to go to some lake nearby, and I did wanted to go to the lake also, but since I was going to drop her off, so I thought they are going to go ahead and I am going to lose on it, and I do not know the path of it, so maybe I won't be able to go. Somewhere deep inside I did have that idea within myself, did have that feeling within myself that I also want to go. So the moment I dropped her off, she got a call and she told me, oh okay, yes, I am sending him. Actually, by mistakenly, my phone was in the purse of the other Akka who was with the other Anna who went to the lake. And this Akka told me that they are waiting outside of this particular gate, you have to go there and you either get your phone or something. So the moment I came back and I reached there, they said, okay, you start moving in that direction, because they intentionally wanted to say me that let's go together. It's not that you are coming here for phone, but also you are coming here to join us to the lake, because there were only two people, no? So somewhere they also wanted somebody else to join, so I joined them, and I also wanted to be the part of it. So suddenly I felt like something that I simply had within myself, it just came true, and it was most probably that it was not going to happen, but somehow it just happened and I went there. So I went there and we went to the nearby lake, and then the moment we reached to one particular space, it was a really beautiful place, because from that place there was a big tree and we could sit under the shade of the tree, and it was really fun to be in this particular place where you can see the entire lake. At the same time you are getting a cool breeze under the tree. It was sunny outside, but under the tree it was very cool. So that was really a beautiful place to be in. But I asked them, can we go to some ghat or something? So then said, yeah, we can go. So they did not have any idea that what exactly I was planning. I really wanted to plan to jump into the water, because the where exactly we were sitting, that place was not right to go into the water. Maybe there were mud and all, and I don't like to go into the muds and all. So finally we were moving ahead, and there was no particular path, but somewhere it was a human walking path, and we were just running our bike through that. And eventually we reached to a place where it looked like a ghat, but it was not a particular ghat. I don't know whether people were taking bath in that, deep in that particular ghat, but I found like it was good enough. So the moment I saw it, I stopped my bike. I got my towel out, and then I started wearing it and then started working. They asked me curiously, are you going to jump or what? I said yes, that is what I was planning. And since both of them did not know how to swim, I did not ask them to join. So they were sitting nearby a tree, and then I went ahead and I just simply swim to the middle of this lake. And it was so amazing that after so many years, I don't know how many years I was I was swimming like that. That is why I just enjoyed it a lot. Now just imagine I want to come back to the first point where I wanted to swim, and it has been 1 year and I couldn't swim. And then we went to one water body that I was excited about, but I did not get a chance to swim over there. But suddenly we just impulsively planned something, and it did happen. And that just blew my mind, that how things can happen if we are keeping it very strong within our head. So I still remember a story where Sadhguru and one of the brahmachari, one Anna, they went to one particular place, and back then they wanted to spread Isa's news, Isa's message across a different platform. So one Anna came up to Sadhguru and he says, Sadhguru, if we can go to this particular university and give a talk, then it will be really helpful for us spreading about this particular message. But he then again said that but I do not know how to make it happen, because it's a big university, and back then Sadhguru was not that big. Somewhere he had the influence, but that Anna was having some doubt inside his head. Sadhguru asked him to come closer to him, and he says, keep it clear in your head and I'll see how it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen, then it means that you have not having it clear in your head. If you are having it clear in your head, then your mind can do miracle. Recently, during the launch of Miracle of Mind, Sadhguru also said the similar thing, that he was in excruciating pain during last year Mahashivratri, but irrespective of that also he made it happen. Like one part of his head almost was paralyzed with the pain, but still it made it happen, and eventually everything, you know, went so smoothly irrespective of the fact that he was in such a pain. So this is what the aspect of the mind, that mind is really capable, really powerful enough to do or pull up something that is very unimaginable at a certain point in time, but it does have a power to create or bring or manifest certain thing that we really want in our life. So that is why I wanted to say to you that whatever you are having, whatever you are thinking in your mind, if you can keep it very clear, sharp, laser focused onto that, then there is no way it is not going to happen. For sure it is going to manifest. That is what I want to share with you in this particular video. Thank you so much for watching. Namaskaram.